people think Japanese food is always healthy, but it's not really true. We also have one of the unhealthiest dishes in the world like this, and this, with excessive amount of calories, carbs, or fat. Some of the dishes you don't even think of as being unhealthy, and I stopped eating them completely, so let's dive into it. We Japanese always have a special place in our heart for rice. Have you ever been to this shrine with hundreds of red arches like this? It is devoted to the god of rice. Back in the day, only the samurai class and above could afford refined rice that is smooth and white, what we call white rice. Most people ate what is called zakokumai, which mixed lots of millet grains into brown rice. This is a lot healthier with lower carb and GI value. These days, everyone eats white rice. Plus, you probably noticed everything here is made of rice. Crackers are made of rice. Mochi is made of rice, sake is also made of rice, and we even put rice in an omelette. Isn't that fantastic? Our carb addiction got even worse with the introduction of bread into our culture. We got creative and created our own versions of bread like melon bread. By the way, there's no melon inside. Fruit and cream sandwich. We also came up with sinful creations that are an absolute carb double whammy. Those are yakisoba pano bread, literally fried lo mein stuffed into a bun, and potato croquette pan, oily fried mashed potato croquette in a hot dog bun. Can it be any unhealthier than that? Karage, tempura, tonkatsu, what do these golden brown brothers have in common? They are yummy, but they are also deep fried. Have you ever wondered why we have fried food in Japan? Well, we have the Portuguese to thank for. During Sengoku and Edo period, along with Almighty God and Christianity, deadly firearms, and delicious sweets, the Portuguese brought to Japan the cooking method to deep fry things, which became the basis for tempura. Proprietary Japanese frying method of tempura and panko crisp can be unhealthier than the Western style in many ways if it's not performed properly. Look at the breading. It is much thicker than in schnitzel or the Portuguese fried fish. If it is done right, tempura breading is mostly air from the food, but in most restaurants, it's just an extra carb that soaks up all the oil, unfortunately. Since Edo period, we basically went crazy frying everything under the sun and inventing yummy dishes along with sometimes funky dishes that are very hard to understand. You probably have heard of fried ice cream or egg tempura, but what about this? This is a savory fried donut that is half filled with beef curry and half with cheesy mashed potatoes. Am I supposed to start from the curry side or the mashed side? Look at this beautiful Wagyu. Wagyu is a breed that is so special because of its unique marbling effect. And the marbling is pure fat, honey. Pure fat. I've never seen any population that is so obsessed with fat and oil. It is easy to see this in ramen. What's considered delicious tonkotsu ramen is with thick and creamy pork broth. The more oil on the surface, the better it is. And don't forget the chashu, broiled pork as toppings, and it's always here again. We love fatty and tender pork belly. We used to eat only fish. What happened to us? Actually, it was quite a scandal when Meiji Emperor ate beef in 1872. A group of devout monks tried to push their way into the imperial palace, with half of them being killed by the guard in the end. It was a scandal because it is a Buddhist country, and since 672, Japan has had some kind of meat ban in place and relied on fish and rice as a source of protein. But it was in the 1960s, during the post-war economic recovery, that the Japanese really started eating meat. By early 2000, meat consumption exceeded seafood for the first time. Fish like red snapper only has 2% fat content versus 15% for beef. Some Wagyu has a whopping 23% fat content, and fish has much healthier type of fat, as you know. So the tender Wagyu is good occasionally, but not so healthy if you eat it every day. So it's time to start chewing your meat, folks. No intention to scare you off, people. Still, most Japanese food is healthy. And in fact, I'm a big fan of ramen, and I've explained 10 different ramen styles that are absolutely popular in Japan in this video. And here's another one you might be interested. So please watch this, and I'll see you there. Arigato, sayonara.